Today headlines. Vietnam, Belgium strengthen cooperation across multiple sectors. A Vietnam responsive team race against time in search for Myanmar earthquake victims. Hello, you're watching Today Headlines. State President Lương Cường and his spouse, Nguyễn Thị Minh Nguyệt, hosted a welcome ceremony on Tuesday morning for King Philip and Queen Mathilde of Belgium during their official visit to Vietnam.
Welcoming King Philippe on his first state visit to Vietnam since the establishment of diplomatic ties in 1973, State President Lương Cường described the trip as a historic milestone, marking a new chapter in bilateral relations. King Philippe reaffirmed Belgium's recognition of Vietnam's strategic role in Asia-Pacific. He emphasized Belgium's commitment to expanding cooperation in areas where both countries share strengths and potential. The two leaders discussed key cooperation initiatives to deepen the Vietnam-Belgium relationship. These include enhancing high-level exchanges across multiple channels: party, state, government, and parliament, optimizing existing bilateral cooperation mechanisms, and exploring new frameworks to advance sectoral collaboration. They also pledged to strengthen coordination in multilateral forums, particularly within ASEAN-EU relations, the Francophone community, and the United Nations. State President Lương Cường urged Belgium to expedite the ratification of the EU-Vietnam Investment Protection Agreement, EVA, to ensure fair, mutually beneficial investment opportunities. He also encouraged Belgian enterprises to expand investments in Vietnam, particularly in high-tech sectors, renewable energy, digital transformation, and strategic infrastructure. Additionally, he called on Belgium to advocate for the European Commission's removal of the yellow card on Vietnamese seafood exports. In response, King Philippe expressed support for increased Belgian business participation in Vietnam's wastewater treatment, energy, and rare mineral extraction industries.
On the same day, during the meeting with King Philip, Party General Secretary Tô Lâm expressed appreciation for the King and Queen's contributions to bilateral ties. He emphasized the need to deepen cooperation in trade, investment, agriculture, high-tech industry, and innovation. He also urged Belgium to facilitate travel and business exchanges between citizens of both countries. Both sides agreed to strengthen high-level exchanges, maximize existing bilateral cooperation mechanisms, and expand collaboration in education, defense, security, renewable energy, and post-war recovery efforts. During the meeting with King Philip and Queen Mathilde of Belgium, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính expressed confidence that King Philip's visit would provide further impetus for strengthening the Vietnam-Belgian partnership. The two leaders agreed on enhancing cooperation in key areas such as trade, education, healthcare, port infrastructure, culture, and tourism. They also underscored the need to implement the strategic agriculture partnership effectively, particularly in tackling non-traditional challenges like climate change, natural disasters, and pandemics. At the meeting with King Philip on the same day, National Assembly Chairman Trần Thanh Mẫn emphasized the growing ties between Vietnam and Belgium, particularly in parliamentary cooperation. He also welcomed the signing of a Vietnam-Belgium Parliamentary Cooperation Agreement and pledged Vietnam active implementations of the deal. For his part, King Philip reaffirmed Belgium's commitment to deepening cooperation in high-tech industries, semiconductors, green energy, precision engineering, and sustainable agriculture. Coming up next, Vietnam's responsive teams race against time in search for Myanmar earthquake victims. And Trịnh Công Sơn music, Desire for Peace. Vietnam's rescue forces continue urgent search and recovery operations in Myanmar on Tuesday, despite ongoing tremors in the area caused by aftershocks. After 2 days of intensive work, the Vietnamese team has recovered the bodies of 5 victims from the rubble. During debris clearance and on-site inspections, the team identified the locations of another victim who was expected to be recovered later the same day. By noon, a task force from Vietnam's Ministry of Public Security deployed concrete cutting drills and radar detection technology to locate another victim from the wreckage. This time, a 14-year-old local boy. The rescue operation was carried out with urgency and precision. In addition to rescue efforts, Vietnam's response teams have provided nearly 3 tons of medicines, medical supplies, and food to Myanmar. This support aims to assist the country in overcoming the devastating aftermath of the disasters. The first international flight from Taipei, Taiwan, China, with 38 passengers on board, arrived at the Dong Hoi Airport in the central province of Quảng Bình on Tuesday. The flight, operated by Vietjet Air, departed Taipei at 4:40 p.m. and landed in Dong Hoi at 7:40 p.m. Earlier, another flight operated by Vietnam's carrier Vietjet Air, carrying 90 passengers, took off at the Dong Hoi International Airport at 12:40 p.m. and landed at the Taipei International Airport at 3:40 p.m. This marked a significant step in establishing international flights to and from Dong Hoi Airport. Dong Hoi Airport is one of 3 domestic airports in Vietnam authorized to process electronic visas for foreigners entering and exiting the country. The song Huế, Sài Gòn, Hà Nội is one of the famous songs penned by musician Trịnh Công Sơn. It's affirmed a unified Vietnam. In a letter to an American artist, he once wrote, "The desire for peace, for love, and for happiness is what Vietnamese people need more than anyone else in this life." That desire created a strong vitality for the works of musician Trịnh Công Sơn.
Trinca Tea Room is a small corner for treat music lovers in the heart of Hanoi. Everyone gathers to prepare for this music night, where many famous anti-war songs will be sung.
Born after the war, I didn't know how fierce the war was. This song has made me appreciate our lives today.
Writing about fate and condemning war, Trịnh Công Sơn lyrics are each a passionate voice for his homeland.
The works carry the aspiration for a peaceful life. During those years, they had a lot of value, and that value remains until now.
In the late 1960s, when the war against America entered a fierce phase, the Sing for My Compatriots movement was born. This movement contributed to awakening the will and enthusiasm of an entire generation of Vietnamese youth at that time. A series of songs were born, including What Do We See Tonight?, Huế, Sài Gòn, Hanoi, and The Great Circle of Vietnam.
The song is special because it was born during a time of war. Trinh Quang Son immersed himself in life and wrote the song with love for the country.
On April 30th, 1975, in the boundless happiness of the country's unity, musician Trịnh Công Sơn came to Saigon Radio to sing The Great Circle of Vietnam. From that day, the song became a melody that would endure through the years.
And now, as usual, let's continue with the weather forecast. And that's it for today headlines. To rewatch our program, you can log on to VTVgo.vn or download a mobile application VTVgo. Thanks for watching and goodbye for now.